Yep. 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 Y'all know what it is. Eagles way of boxing. Just hold on, I'll be in just 1 second here. Don't wait until I hear. When I see a salute, then I'll make my appearance. Until that time, nothing but silence. Well, I doubt if it's silence because I'm kind of loud sometimes, so probably won't be like. See, it's not complete silence now. See, you're like, well, you're not silent. No, you're still making noise. Yeah, I can't help it. I got that kind of nervous type of energy. Tomorrow should be a big day for me, so I don't know what to do right now. It's kind of, I'm fidgeting. I'm real fidgety right now because tomorrow is it's a big day because today a lot of people are shopping and stuff like that. So for me, I have to see what my environment is like tomorrow as I see my little monster finally got up in here, grown man monster. My little brother, man. I tease him a lot. I don't get a chance to see Gil. Oh, I haven't. I don't know where he's at. Where's you at? I'm looking around. Where's Gil? Haven't seen Gil, but anyway, salute to Gil. Both hands, because he ain't been here for a minute. Yeah. Anyways, he say, sup, Eagles Web. Yeah, I'll read that out before I start talking and stuff. Oh, I know what it is. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm tripping about why my light is so low. And that's because I'm off of, I'm off the grid right now, which I don't have to be. And so now I'm not. There we go. I can see better now. I'm like, why am I off the grid? Just letting the battery wear down a little bit, which I shouldn't. But yeah, anyway, from yesterday, I suppose. So I'm hoping that everybody had a gracious day yesterday. Yeah, I just put out I put out a statement on my other channel yesterday, and I know some of the people that responded and stuff. I probably won't see them. I was kind of confused about one statement that somebody made, but if I see him come in here, I will ask him about the statement that he made on my Many Kind Hearts page. I will ask him about that. But shout out to my brother that called me, and I guess I don't know if he looked at it yesterday or if he looked at it today. And he was telling me, as he says, a nice video. He said, thanks for putting the video out. He said you had good words and stuff like that. So, and that's Callisto. So salute to him, because I don't know if he comes in here or not. He might come in here, but I don't know. He's just one of a lot of natives don't really talk a lot. They don't respond. They just shake their head in agreement and stuff like that. We take a lot of things internally where we just catch it, and so we just take it internally a lot of times, and we don't. It's a lot of times we don't express, which is a bad thing sometimes, because a lot of times if you don't express, what happens is you will get emotional or over emotional if you never let that out. You never express it. But a lot of times we allow, and well, not necessarily allow, but we want others to more or less express for us. A lot of times I might be the person that does the expression and stuff. And it's like, okay, we don't want no trouble. Wait, man, hold on a minute now. What you mean we don't want trouble? I want trouble. If it's certain kind of trouble, I want it. Yeah, bring that trouble to Eagle. I want it. If it's certain trouble. If it's certain trouble, I don't want it. But if it's certain trouble, then I do want it. Don't that sound confusing? But it's not confusing. Because if it's certain trouble, then I want the trouble. If it's not the kind of trouble that I want, then that's different. But if it's the kind of trouble that we need sometimes we need trouble. I want that kind of trouble. But yesterday let me put it in perspective for a lot of people that don't get it. It's just, for instance, like some families, like your home or something like that. Now some people On Memorial Day, they will remember everybody who's passed. Like a lot of times, like your dad, your mom, whoever. Some people have a lot of people that passed, and they remember those people on Memorial Day. So, if we're in this whole society with everybody else, that means for Memorial Day, that's for us too. So we memorialize people on that day, but then they throw a couple of more days at us too. So they give us a couple of more days. So we have Columbus Day and we have Thanksgiving. Those are like Memorial Days to us also. A lot of people don't get it like that. So in other words, you're making us grieve every year. We've been grieving for hundreds of years, and you're making it, you're making the holiday on things that we grieve about, and that we pray and stuff like that. So we pray and ask that things could be better. And I even I mentioned on my channel. So I mentioned on Many Kind Hearts. I mentioned this channel. I didn't say, I wasn't trying to get subscribers and stuff out of the natives, but I can get them. It looks like I need them, huh? But anyway, they're not. A lot of them not into the sports and stuff like that, the boxing and all that. I'm not saying standoffish, but we just don't. So I told him, I said, I mentioned in my other channel, I mentioned in my sports channel, I said, this is what I mentioned. I said that I asked him, how long does it take for a person or a group or anything to do the right thing? And I said my response back was immediately, soon as possible, things of that nature. And so I spoke on that a little bit. And I just told him, don't hang your head down. But what I said was, in other words, nobody really cares to do the right thing. Down there, I see you out there, y'all, sir. Put up a 1 if you can hear me. I don't know, my stream. So just 1 or 2 1s or however you want to do it. And then we'll get into it. I know you guys always have something for me, especially Gil's in here, so he's going to have something. Don't make your champions more than what they are. Yeah, so don't make your champions more than what they are, because y'all sir know. If he hadn't, I don't know if he was here. I think he was here. Was you here a couple of days ago, y'all sir? I don't even remember if you was here or not. So I don't know if y'all sir was here or not. But we did the breakdown, and just let y'all know that probably will be on trivia. That little fight that I let you get, the fight clip that I let you guys watch. 3 rounds. You guys got to watch about 2.5 rounds of a fight. And some of that probably will be on trivia. So make sure, if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out, because it's probably going to be on. It's probably going to be some questions about that fight during the championship. So, and the reason I'm saying that, because Gil wasn't here. No, I'm just saying the reason I'm saying that is because Gil wasn't here, and I don't want nobody to have. Since he's here, I'm gonna mention it because I don't want nobody to have an unfair advantage over Gil. Because he'll cry foul, and I don't want him. At least he has the information. I don't want him crying foul. He goes, "Oh, you just wrong, Eagle." Especially if I did 5 questions on just that. See, and ain't no way he gonna catch up. He gonna be like, "Oh shoot, man." Behind, you know what I mean? Then if I did it at the end to where people were trying to catch up, you know what I mean? And if he was ahead, they'll just catch up and blow right by him. Like those are the last 5 questions. So check out that live, and and you'll get some. I think you'll get some good things out of that. But the main thing for us is just is that we have to grieve all these times per year. And see, people never take that. Like, they talk about being empathetic. But be sympathetic at home about it. And then don't be so empathetic about it, but be sympathetic. Even if you don't come to nobody, just be sympathetic about it and find out how you would totally react if you had to grieve, 3-4 times a year, that you was reminded about Cristobal Colombo, about Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Now, I'm not knocking you, and I'm not going to delete you because you celebrate something like Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, then that's just what you celebrate. See, that's just what you do. And I'm not gonna knock anybody for celebrating their holiday. If you consider that a holiday, then go ahead and celebrate it. But like I said, we always give it the thumbs down all the time. That's what we do. We give it the thumbs down because for us it's something that's tragic that happened, and so that's what we do. We give it the thumbs down. You know what I mean? I know you read on there about on this live. I know you're reading on there like, huh? I put error, and I spelled it just because some people come in and think, oh well, Eagle don't know how to spell that. Yeah, I put error on there. I put error on there twice, and then I put error with a question mark. Like, yeah, the error is that the error. You know, error in boxing. The error in boxing. You feel me? And errors, like, that's errors. There's some errors in boxing. That's most definitely the errors in boxing. And speaking of the era of boxing, we're about to go into it tomorrow, right? About to go into this era of boxing where we got these two back at it. And a lot of people were like, the last show, everybody was talking about the rules and stuff like that. There's too many rules, and everybody wants to see the KTFO. We're desperate. It couldn't have came. It's almost like it was a setup, man. Let me go ahead and shout y'all out though. Read what y'all got because I've been yammering on. No, I've been talking, not yammering on. So stop. Anyway, Gil Cole, he said, "Sup Eagles, Web." Yep. And then out there, Yasser Hussein, he said, "Salute to Eagle in the chat." Got the fists up. Yasser Hussein and salute at Gil Coles. And then Yasser Hussein put the one up. He said, "Nice and clear." That means because lost the stream, but I was still here. Evidently, malfunctioning program, I guess, to saying that I was disconnected. And then y'all sir said I was here. Yeah, he was here. So make sure if you haven't paid attention, because that's gonna be on the see. And I gotta tell Derek Bailey, yeah, Gil knows to go back and check out the live because he's gonna get left out. And people I'm already seeing stuff. Like people, if you weren't here, you're probably gonna get left out, and then you're not even gonna come to the championship. You're gonna be all like, "I don't want to go to championship." Scared? Why? You go to everybody else's championship. Come to Eagles Web Championship. Be a champion Eagles Web. At least you get something nice that I made. I could give you money, but why give you money? You got money. Or I could. If y'all we'll take a vote on it. If y'all want cash, then let me know. Y'all want we want cash. If y'all want cash, can you get it quicker, right? If y'all want cash, let me know. We want cash. If not, then just, hey. I think it's more memorable if you have something from that Eagle made. You can't get it in stores. If you have something that I made, then it's like, okay. And I look out for you. I'm not giving you nothing that's raggedy, cheap, or nothing like that. I'm going to give you something nice. I'm going to give you a nice piece. Anyway, let's keep going down. Gil Cole's at y'all, sir, 100. And then Derek Bailey, salute at Eagles Web Boxing. That's right. And then Derek Bailey again. He said, salute at Gil Coles and at Yasser Hussein. And then Yasser, salute at D. Tedder Bailey up in here, man. So what's our thoughts on this, man? Are the rules true? Do we have these rules and stuff like that? Yeah, I know we're talking about the error, yeah. The error in boxing. Because I kind of wanted to get into it because it's Friday. I want to get into it. And before we talk about, okay, that's one question. Because I'll be all over. I'm always all over the place. And I try to make my language more professional. I'm sorry. I talk street because that's just the way I talk. Family talks a certain way. And I talk a certain way around family and something like that. Depends on what part of the family or whoever. It depends on how you're going to talk. You know what I mean? As my native talk, what my native people are a little bit slower and more deliberate. And, because there's language barriers there. Even though we all speak English, there's language barriers within our communities too. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they'll speak to me, and we're speaking all different languages and stuff. But we don't even care. It's like that's just our spirit. So we'll greet each other in different languages. You got one person speaking one tongue, you got another person speaking another tongue, you got another person speaking another tongue, and then after we speak our tongue, then we go back to English. But it's more deliberate and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I'll do a prayer or something, like somebody else will do a prayer, somebody else will do a chant or whatever, and we're just talking, but we go end up going back to English. But like I said, it's more deliberate. And sometimes I'm here and I'm talking. I might say, "Oh, I'll be doing this." I'm like, that's just the way, because that's just the way I learn. And don't worry about it, because if I go in your neighborhood or whatever, if I stay around you, I catch on quick, baby. I catch on quick, man. Shoot, I'm not trying to leave your heritage out or nothing like that. I'm not trying to leave your street language out when I come see you. When I come see you, hey, we're gonna talk exactly the same. Let me catch on. I'm gonna say everything you say. I'm like that. Okay, I like that. I like the way you talk. But see, people don't embrace it, because what they do is everything got to be on some kind of level, like to downplay the so-called African Americans and stuff. Who it is? They call it, if you speak a certain way, then it's Ebonics or something. It's like, get out of here. What's that? Come from the ebony or what? Well, it's always some kind of. There's always some. So what do we speak? Yeah, we got res language and everything else. So stop it. It's always something, man. It's always something to divide, man. Instead of everybody just embracing it, people get mad. Sometimes you embrace. Hey, I want to embrace you for who you are, your language and stuff. Like I said, I talk about everything. So I did ask you guys about what you guys feel about the fight. So remember that, 'cause that's a question. I know the Eagle started talking like, okay, I know he gave us a question, but it's some other stuff. I was talking to my family and stuff, and I don't know. I'm looking around, man. I haven't really looked in like Florida. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. But I'm actually looking for a place. And I looked up north. I got a place up north, but I looked up north. Everything seems like similar, but I tell you where I looked at the most. I looked a lot in the Midwest. I looked at a lot of different. I mean, I'm talking about probably hundreds of properties I looked at in the Midwest. But we'll see. We'll see what Eagle do. What Eagle gonna do? Stay here? Where we gonna go? Or what we gonna do? Yeah. But we're gonna see what it do, or what Eagle do. That's just what it is. Okay, so you got your question. What do you think about the fight? We'll go into it. But the whole era thing. Now, I wanted to bring up Bud, and this is not no hate speech for Bud, but it's a reality check for Bud. And the more I think about it, it's like Earl Spence does not have to fight Bud. He wants straps, Earl Spence. But wonder if Earl gets to the point where, he's just like, okay, I beat your ass. I beat you up. I'm not going to get mad. I'm moving up. Then where's Crawford? Then all the fighters that he's trying to not fight, he has to fight. Because Earl just says strap season. And he means it, but he don't have to go for straps. He got 2 straps. He doesn't have to have all the straps. And to be honest, the easiest place for him to get all the straps is at 154. Because somebody has all the straps. See? And y'all don't come in here talking about food. I'm gonna get down to you and here talking about some food. Yeah. But if he was from a certain era in boxing, then the demand would be on. The demand is kind of depleted, man, if y'all think about it. And y'all, if I'm wrong, somebody just say it. Or somebody, if you have a different opinion about it, then let me know. But I think this is where I'm just feeling, is that the whole spectacle has faded out. Even no matter how long you talk about it, you can keep talking about it as much as you want to, but the whole spectacle for me, is just kind of faded out. Because once you showed what happened is Bud showed his cards because he had a cheat in his corner. He had a cheat that showed his cards. You're not supposed to tell somebody's cards, but he had a cheat right behind him, and y'all know who it was. It was Master Bob. So Master Bob he just said that, Crawford, I don't care anything about anybody. I don't care what you thought I was, and I don't care how poppy you thought you might be. But you're nothing, son. All you are is a pain to me. You're costing me money. I haven't made a dime off of you. Not a dime. I don't know why I got you hanging on. You need to get out of here. That's what you need to do. I'm just talking on and talking on. Crawford, hit the door. And see, when you have somebody doing that, what happens to you? What happens to your hand? When you act like you had like the full house. When you act like you had the royal flush, if you know cards. Full house is a pretty good hand most of the time. In cards, you will probably win if you have a full house. If you have a royal flush, that's a definite win. But he doesn't have the royal flush, but he probably has like a, or could pretend like, hey, I got a full house over here. Something like that, or even not even four of a kind. So the best hand he probably can have is either a flush, not even a straight flush, or a full house. But what happens when somebody just turns your cards over like that? It's almost like you didn't have the backing. You don't have the money to pay for this. While you're sitting there making bets, you're scaring people, but you don't have the money. That's sad. That's very sad, sad, sad. And all these pictures, not just the welterweight, but we got people scrambling and hiding and trying. Now everybody's trying to dig into Earl. Everybody want Earl. Remember? If you think back, remember Earl wanted everybody. He wanted all the smoke. Oh, you got to show me something, son. And I was going to pull up I could pull up the interview or whatever, the words. I'm not going to right now. But Keith was saying all kinds of stuff about how he's going to knock Manny out and all that. But now, look, he should have fought Earl. See, a lot of y'all just don't know is y'all should have fought Earl when Earl wanted to fight. Don't let him get more and more experience before you fight him. Don't let him get stronger and stronger and stronger before you fight him. You should have already fought him. Maybe you could have caught him when he had a little bit more flaws. Guess what? We in COVID time. Earl's about to fight in front of an audience. Who did Bud fight in front of? How many people was there? Was more people at Bud's fight than going to be at Earl's fight? And you talking about the numbers and stuff like that. Oh, numbers don't lie. Numbers lie like I don't know what. Actual numbers don't lie, but numbers lie. Statistics always lie. Because a lot of times what happens is a person doesn't look at the median range and stuff like that, and they don't look at the per capita. You see what I mean? They don't look at that. So when they say that there's a lot more white guys or something like that, then yeah, I'm just throwing this out there. A lot more white guys they get brutalized by police. Well, if you got how much? You got 5 times, 20 times, or whatever more white guys, then of course that statistic can be true. But if you look at the percentage, then who has the highest percentage of getting beat downs? See? But they'll just throw that at you, and you'll just, oh yeah, oh that true? I didn't even know that. See? Because they're catching you with a curve. All the big talk about the money that we talked about, and I really don't like to talk about this, but I brought it up. I don't care about your bank account, but you brought it up yourself. But you were saying how much money you make and all that. You got more money than so many fighters and stuff like that. Now we find out that you bankrupting Bob or whatever. Bob lying. But anyway, he's making it seem like you was horrible for him to even, back you up. But he's all over the place. Once he's calling you that you'll beat Danny Garcia and you'll beat Errol Spence in the same night and stuff like that. But then he'll say that you bought him down. He ain't made a dime off you. That you're not a seller. But then you're trying to sell yourself. And I'm like, I don't know if you're the biggest fighter for everybody to even fight EJ. I don't know that. I think the money fight for him would still be Manny right now. But Manny wants to fight everybody. Mikey and Conor McGregor and stuff like that. And shame on you, Manny, for being in boxing so long and then trying to hide out while you're in boxing. How you going to hide out? You're in boxing. That's what you do. You box. But you could see you're showing us, hey, I'm a bag collector. Stop showing us that you're a bag collector. Now, If you guys would have did what you were supposed to do, then your heir would have belonged to you. But now we got a new heir in boxing fighting tomorrow, right? And so where does that leave you? And you already know you starving because your boss told us that you're starving. And that's Crawford, and that's not just Crawford, but that's all the other fighters just getting all desperate and stuff. Now they want to try to demand bags and stuff like that. Lopez wants to demand bags and stuff like that. Get out of here. It's too late. Like I said, y'all let the old fogies come back after all this talking about them. They couldn't fit in to our boxing today and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You see what your mouthpiece gets you sometime? That's why I say just be quiet sometime, man. You see what your mouthpiece gets you? I'm not saying to be humble. Yeah, be humble, but I'm not saying to just quiet down and not big up your sport, because what you should have been selling, and this is not anybody in particular, but what you should have been actually selling is you should have been selling the idea that our sport is booming now. Y'all come check us out. I mean, stop doing so many self-promotions all the time. Every time I turn around, there's a fighter or something like that on, excuse me, on some kind of social media or something like that. I'm getting notifications because I haven't caught any of them live yet, but I always get like Instagram, like I'll catch Haney. He was just on. Haney was just on. What was it about? Well, I don't even go back and watch it. It's like, it must not have been that important. I'm like, you're on too many times. If you're on 3 times a day, then that's too, you're doing too much. 3 or 4 times a day. Right? Because we used to, like, for the media, this is how media went. See, they do media workout, right? And that's media workout is for us. Oh, let's check it out. Let's check out how they're doing. But guess what? In the past, how they did it, a lot of times. And they stopped doing this for a while. But first, they used to have like caravans and stuff and buses. And on that bus, they would have a sign to tell you that it's like, for instance, for Muhammad Ali, they would have like what they would call like a meet and greet. So you get to meet and greet the champ. So guess what? If you're meeting and greeting in different cities and stuff like that, you got all the money now. And it's going to be cheaper because you have a lot more money. So what would be wrong from going from city to city if you're not, especially if you're not fighting, and promote yourself that way, live? Well, you could pass out T-shirts and sell T-shirts, and the people will be like, "Oh yeah, Haney's over here. He's gonna be over at this city. Yeah, he's passing out T-shirts. He's doing this and that. He got the caravan and stuff like that. He on that bus right there. Wow." Then guess what? Then now your heir stays your heir because now it's your turn. Now but you got people just saying, "Oh, we're gonna fight. Oh, we're gonna do an exhibition and stuff like that," and they take over your boxing era. Yeah, you made a big error. Y'all see error and error. You made a big error. Dums. y'all is not the brightest candles, man. I'm telling you, man, something wrong, man. Your candle stem is cut a little bit short. Because what all this ideas, see, the computer and all this stuff is not making y'all more bright. It's kind of suppressing. Because y'all, let me get this out at them. Yeah, you're doing something electronic or whatever. You're doing something over the airway, as far as like computer, internet. You're doing something over there, rather than you being in somebody's backyard where they can come see you. Because they got to go out their way to come see you. On the internet, they don't really necessarily have to go out their way to come see you. They just click it on, hit your live or whatever, and walk around the house. Doing what they want, vacuuming, cleaning cars, or whatever they want to do. But if you come see them, then they got to be there if they're really a fan, right? They got to be there. So that's the point. That's the point on that. I'm just saying. And y'all scrambling for 2 or 3 million. Get out, man. Get out of here. 1.5 million. And I showed everybody your scale, so we know your pay scale. We know your minimum scale. Stuff like that. We know because we covered that one time. What's the scale? What's the percentage? Remember we went through all that? There's just too much to go through. But we was going through the percentage. I don't think we did WBC. What's the percentage the champ has to get? What's the percentage you have to get minimum or whatever? So what's the negotiation about when it's already written down black and white. You're fooling us. So stop it. Yeah. Let me get back in and see what y'all got. Okay, salute that Derek Bailey out there. Not salute Derek Bailey, right? Salute that Derek Bailey. He said salute that. That was y'all, sir. Gil Cole said Eagles Web. He said you would have gave my smoked turkey a thumbs up. Well, give Eagle the thumbs up, man. Huh? Before y'all even hit the live chat or top chat, but hit live chat. But before you even hit that, let me go in here and watch. I got to check Gil out, man. See, let me check out my thumbs up. I better have 10 thumbs up, man. Let me go in here. I better have 10 thumbs up. Talking about thumbs up on your turkey, man. Y'all better try to give Eagle the thumbs up, man. Y'all know how I get, man. I get sensitive about mine. Yeah, I need to see my thumbs up. All right, there we go. We got half of what I said. Let's get them thumbs up in there. Gotta make sure, man. Y'all giving me my thumbs up. Giving the bird the thumbs up, man. I give the feathers the thumbs up. Because I need to use some more feathers, not just these eagle feathers. Because people want this type of stuff. They want me to make it, but they can't have these. But they can have like regular feathers, you know. Anyway, I give you turkey the thumbs up, man. Y'all do what y'all got. Kill Coles at Derek Bailey 100. He said Derek Bailey right back. He said Bob need to try to actually promote. See, Derek Bailey gets it. Why? And see, this is the thing. I don't want to just sit here and roast Bob, but why is Bob on some kind of hate status? Why is Bob on? Why is he on hate status? Why? Why would you be on a hate status? It don't even make sense for you to be on a hate status for somebody that you're promoting. So D to the Bailey got it right. Why wouldn't you promote them? They're not promoting themselves properly. And see, that happen. Doesn't that help my case out too, Derek Bailey? When I say that, get on the bus, do that. You're promoting, right? How many times have you seen old Snake Bob get on social media and really pump up Terrence Crawford? Does he even have a page? I'm not sure. He may have a page. Y'all might know more than I do about that. Does Bob Arum have his own page where he promotes his fighters and stuff like that? He's from the old school, so why not do it the old school way? Lomachenko and Bud should have been on buses and everything else, man. It don't matter. You don't have to go to every city, but you go to like the major cities and you go to a couple of small cities. I'm not saying go somewhere where the population is 100 people, but just go to some places. Get yourself out there. I hope that promotion was a success. Because even back in the day, I mean, there was a fighter. Y'all know him. Y'all know him pretty well. But I think he did too much. He probably could have been. He would have been a better fighter. But because of the promotion, he wanted to promote his own self. He used to go out passing out flyers and doing everything else. And that's Kevin Kelly. But Kevin Kelly had a mouthpiece on him though. Kevin Kelly doesn't. He starts a sentence talking about Kevin Kelly. He ends a sentence talking about Kevin Kelly. He's almost like a character from like a real life character from some type of show or something like that, or a movie. That's how he was. But that took away from his boxing a lot, I think, that he did all his promoting. But if you have a promoter, y'all got the money now. It doesn't cost as much. Cities are pretty close. You got some, say like if you go to Texas, for instance, those cities, it's not like the big cities are like, they're not like 500 miles apart. Even if they're 100 miles or whatever they are. That's nothing. Hour and a half to get, 2 hours to get somewhere, 3 hours, that ain't no big deal. Go one place in the morning, afternoon you hit another place. Bam, there you go. 2 cities. Fly somewhere else, get the bus, bam. 2 cities. How long is that going to take? It doesn't even really take you, 2 months. It don't take nothing. You ain't doing shit. That's on your downtime. I'm saying this is on your relaxation time. Some of it. Like you might do 2 weeks and then go home for a week or two. Then do a couple of more weeks. Boom. Now you got the promotion out there. And now you got people tuning in, and now you passed out your media. So everybody got your hashtag this or whatever. Everybody got your Instagram. Everybody got your YouTube or whatever else. Everybody got your Twitter. But y'all know what I feel about all that stuff, all that Twitter and all that crap. To me, it's crap. But you need to promote. And that's what D to the Bay is saying. That you need to actually promote. And then D to the Bay right back said Mike is getting a guaranteed 10 million. 10 million on y'all. So Mike is getting 10 million. I don't know what Roy getting. But Mike getting 10. That's what D to the Bay reporting. D getting 10. Who y'all got in the fight? Is it one of those things? Is this a spectacle, or is it going with all the rules, or are those rules going? I mean, how stringent are those rules? Are they really going? If they have a real ref in there, because the real ref, he got to catch on to all the rules. Now he got to be like, oh shit, this is a real fight, but it's not. So knockdowns and this and that. Do I count to 10 or what? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be confusing that way. I think they gonna fight. I think they're gonna have to bang it out. I see Roy has probably a better opportunity to win. But if power is the last thing you lose. So if Mike has the power still, he'll probably he can get to Roy. But I don't know what kind of punches Mike can take to the body. Roy likes to stick your body, and I'm just saying, if Roy get to that body, I don't know. I don't know. That's the whole point. If Roy can stick Mike's body a few times, like nice hard shots to the body, might slow Mike down or something like that. Or Mike can just try to blow him out the water or whatever. But Roy's smart. I don't think he's gonna get blown out the water. He know how to hold and stuff like that. And then Tyson is not gonna be able to do all the illegal shit that he usually does, like trying to break somebody's arm, elbowing somebody, throwing the forearm underneath the chin, throwing the elbow to the chin, shouldering, headbutting. What else Mike do? Mike hit low sometime. Most time he don't, but he hit low. I don't even know. I kind of forget some of Mike's dirt. The breaking of the arm, that's the worst one though. I don't know. The biting of the ear is pretty bad. The biting of the ear, the twisting of the arm, the elbow smashes. I don't know, man. He did so much dirt that I don't know, the knees. He did so much dirt that it's kind of. I mean, Roy. I don't remember Roy doing that kind of. I don't really remember Roy doing like dirt. I really don't. Just like sucker punching you, like I'm gonna show you one hand, and hit you with the other, or something like that, but not. I just don't remember Roy doing like, well, we can call it the Griffin, but he made up for that. That was dirty though, because he took 2 punches. Now Roy should have known that your ass in trouble, right? If you got to take one shot, and then you apologize to ref. Oh, ref, right away you start running to the ref. Ref, accident, ref. So the ref would be like, oh, okay, accident. All right, is he okay though? Go get your ass over there in the neutral corner. But 2 or 3 shots. But I don't know if that was just, I don't know. I really just don't know. Because people can tell you one thing and it might not be what it was. It might have been, let me hit him a couple times. George Foreman told you the truth about what he done. George Foreman said that he hit, he fought Ken Norton. And he was saying one time in an interview that, he said he had to, right in front of Ken Norton, he said, I had to put a couple of more punches on him on the way down just to make sure. I'm like, okay, so at least some people telling the truth. At least some people telling the truth, but some people come in here and lie. Don't come in here and lie and stuff, just tell the truth. Were you trying to do the dirt? Or we know it looked like dirt, but is that what you was trying to do? Or did you just get caught up in the moment? Because some fighters can get caught up in the moment. Now, what do y'all help me out? So what was this fight? Remember the fight where the guy, he just could not win the fight? The brother, he couldn't win. The one, I forget. I had this fight in my head for so long, and now it's gone. I'm like, I was, because it was like a dirty fight. I mean, he had like his hair in a hairstyle where it was like twisted or braided or something like that. And he could never catch the guy. He never catch the guy. I think his eye was swollen too. He could never catch the guy. So after the decision, they about to shake hands or something like that. And he two-piece, he just like cracked the dude like with a hard shot. And who was doing that fight? I think I think Atlas was doing that fight, but I just can't remember who the fighter was. But it was dirty, dirty, dirty. I don't even something that dirty. I don't even know how I forgot that. I don't even know how I forgot. You guys might remember what I said. He went to go shake his hand. He just went, pow, and just put him out. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the fight could get to be interesting. There you go. It can be. I hope so. And D to the baby back again. He said, "Yeah, I remember George said that. Yeah, see, we remember you, George. George, we remember. We know your ass anyway. we we can contact you and find out." Oh no, that would be fun to talk to some of the older guys, man. Oh no, there's another day, another day and time or something like that. Another atmosphere. Definitely not on Eagles' way of regular boxing, But that, but because I would want to do it like live or something like that. But right now with the COVID and all that, you can't. But it's kind of funny that stuff like that happens. But I can't remember who. I just damn who was. They was just prospects too. They wasn't like great fighters, but God, it's just man how he just KO'd him after the fight because he barefisted too. Just still had his hand wraps on, and he was sitting there fuming. He was mad as hell, like, yeah, man, embarrassed me. Crack this shit out the dude, man. Yeah, there you go. See, and I didn't even read that. See, D to the better. He be in this boxing. Yeah, he be in that box. He said, "Yep." He said that guy took his gloves off. He said he hit homie with his taped hand. Yep, that's remember because I remember he still had the tape on. It was kind of like I think one of the wrists had like the tape was like kind of hanging off of, but he's looking crazy too. Like he looked like a killer, man. Like he's stupid. He shouldn't even be fighting, man. Never. You ain't got no business boxing if you can't be a gentleman too. Because it's a sport. At the end of the day, it's prize fighting. But if you lose, you lose. Like, damn, man, you got me, son. I need to come back, man. There's some way I got to come back. Remember the fighters in earlier, earlier eras? They were just like, oh, we got to get this on again. I said, now he could did his homework. If I don't care, fire your trainer, whatever you got to do, man. But make your comeback. Don't hit somebody when they coming over to shake your hand and they already didn't got your ass. Yep. Yep. But teacher, yep. Yeah. No, you was right. Oh, you said hit home. Oh, you said instead of home. Yeah, I thought you meant like home. Yeah, hit homie. I thought you was like had that like the slang like homie out there like he hit homie with the with the tape pan. Yeah, he said him. Yeah, either way, homie, whatever it was, he got that piece put on. Yeah, but the new heir, who Mike Tyson is the new heir again. He may end up being a new heir. If Mike Tyson becomes the new heir, which we haven't even got there yet, because you guys won't even give me your predictions. But anyway, if Mike Tyson now you got another question, so you won't answer the first one. If Mike Tyson becomes the new heir in boxing again, now what happens with boxing? Everybody starts for does Joshua fight him? Does Fury fight him? Or does Fury's father fight him? Or who fights him? Does Dubois fight him? Or does he fight Anya Reeves or something? Who does he go? He can probably go straight. Does he fight Usyk? Who does he fight? Another question. There we go. But let me get back in here. If let me see him. Okay, Gil Cole's in there. He said if Mike beat Roy Wilder next, I don't know if you want to go straight to Wilder. You got to see what kind of power you can take first. So we know you can dish it out. If you beat Roy, you probably dished out some power. But we got to see, what kind of power you can take too, though. Because Roy might not have the best power. Then again, he might. Because he might have become like a study of a boxing. Like, okay. And see, that's a lot of things. Well, what you have to do with boxing is not just use your scholarship when it comes to boxing. If you want to really get into boxing, you got to look at the science of boxing too. You can't always listen to what people say too. Because I hear people with bad advice. I seen a guy trying to, show how to hook and stuff. And because he was an amateur fighter and stuff, he was on some show that he was co-hosting on this one show, but he's no longer on there. And he was showing his hook, and his hook was like that. like real wide and like that. He wasn't turning it over. It was just like he was showing his hook or something like that. I'm like, really? You probably used to get your ass whooped as an amateur though, if that's how you was hooking. Stop giving people bad advice. Turn that shit over like Earl's doing. And see, Earl, you're not hearing it as much, but that see the proper hook you don't hear as much. If you hear it like a slapping, like just a straight fist hook like that, if you start hearing it like that when they turn it over, that's that's gonna be devastating. I don't want to be on the other end of that. Okay, I probably can take a punch from, let's say, if you 118 pounds, I probably can take your punch. Like right now, to the body with no working out and nothing. I probably can take your punch. It'll hurt, but you little, so I probably can take it. I can't take a welterweight punch to the body. I haven't taken no punches for a while. I mean, I probably couldn't take a crack from a welterweight that's strong and been fighting. I probably couldn't take it. Now, if I'm in like great shape, body shape, I could take it, but I ain't out there, letting somebody throw a medicine bag at me or something like that. But believe it, man, people think that is a joke with those guys, even though they're smaller. Man, them guys will hurt you. Believe that. You will get hurt. Yeah. But Wilder, I don't think Wilder next. That's the guy that killed Max Kellerman's brother. God dang, I didn't even know he killed Max Kellerman's brother. Yeah, but we don't know his name. We got to find out what it is. Yeah, broke the dude's jaw and laid him out. Let's check it out, Derek Bailey. I'm gonna get to y'all, man, but let's check it out, man. We got to find out. I'll find out, man, because I don't know what kind of platform y'all on right now. Y'all might be on phones or something like that. Let's check it out, man. Let's find out see if we can find out what it was. Okay, I think it might be. I think I might have found it. I haven't clicked it in, but I think I might have found it. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I know that's who it is now. Now y'all know who it is. It was James Butler. James Butler, 2001. Yep. Well, I think that was that a Thanksgiving Day fight or something like that? I know it was close. That James Butler, that's what it was. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. Maybe we'll be able to get. Maybe we'll get blessed up and we'll be able to see it. But that's sad. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Let's see if we can get that on there. If we can get it, we good. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, maybe the wrong thing. Let me see. Not you. Not you. There we go. Let me see. So I think I can add it. Y'all just hold on just 1 second. I think I can add it, but we're gonna see if I can add it or not. And hopefully I get all this stuff right. I don't condone this, so don't be thinking, look at the Eagle. No, no, no. It was a point that I made up. And a lot of times we just want to see stuff because we got to see it. Shit, I brought it up. Shit, y'all ain't answering no questions. Y'all act like I'm the police. Y'all don't want to answer no question. We ain't answer no question. Yeah, nobody want to answer no questions. Let me see if this is it. I got to figure out how to do this a different way because this old school. Let's see. Nope. Didn't come up, huh? Let's try it again. Because I really want it now. I want everybody to see it now. And for some reason, it's coming up, and that's not what we want. Get your ass out of there. That's not what we're trying to look at. We're trying to look at something else. So get your ass off our screen. And let us get the right thing. Try it again. This thing is starting to make me, starting to get to me just a little bit. It's pissing me off. Oh, okay, so maybe that, let me see. Oh, there we go. So now I think we got it now. There we go. It's just acting stupid. Let's see if we can get it in there. See if we can play it. I didn't see it yet. Just let y'all know. So I haven't played it on my end. Yeah, we just cover everything up. I don't feel like taking everything out, so we just cover it up. As long as we can see it. Let's see it. Okay, now let me. Because last time y'all did something.
Across the ring, Woodley just went over there and sucker punch. Richard Grant in the mild upset, a unanimous decision victory. Look at this, Butler. Whoa! Butler just ran across the ring. Richard Grant in the mild upset, a unanimous decision victory. Look at this, Butler. Whoa! Butler just ran across the ring. Butler just went over there and sucker punch and knocked out Grant. Oh boy, terrible. And the new commissioner, Ray Kelly, will do something very, very enforceable here. You want to talk about Zab Judah and his antics losing some money in a suspension? James Butler should never grant Richard Grant in the mild upset a unanimous decision
disappearing. Y'all should have been able to see it.
Butler just ran across the ring. Butler just went over there and sucker punched.
I'm sorry about the difficulties here, but
Richard Grant in.
Let me see. It's not trying to show. Okay, now there we go. I think we got it now. Let's see.
Mild upset, a unanimous decision victory. Look at this, Butler. Whoa! Butler just ran across the ring. Butler just went over there and sucker punched and knocked out Grant. Oh boy, terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not working right or something. Well, maybe you guys caught it, but hopefully you guys caught it. But anyway, that's what it was. Damn it. Let's try. Nice try, Eagle. Almost had it. I don't know. If we got it, we got it. If not, yeah. That's kind of a pain. Yeah. It's a pain when it don't work right. So, man, come on. Y'all got to work right. Yeah. Yo, Sir Flame up in the house, man. Salute to Sir Flame. Yeah. Oh, Sir Flame said, "What was the question?" Oh, yeah, we got a lot. We had some questions. The first question was, who wins this fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones? And then Gil was saying after that. Then you can read what Gil said. Gil wants to know if Wilder's next for Tyson if he wins. No, we got to. Tyson still needs to find out how much power he can take before he starts challenging everybody. But our whole thing is that the era, you guys have ruined your era. Boxers, professional boxers out there, you guys, your era is, it wouldn't happen in nobody else's era. Y'all let two old fogies just come back. I'm calling them old fogies because I know people probably saying all kinds of stuff. And then Gil, see, Gil, you just in here to clown. I already know that anyway, Gil. You missed a day or two, huh? So that's why you back with that mouth going, huh? Yeah, so now we know who that was. We know it was Butler. It may be on trivia now. Crazy ass Butler. Yep. You said F. So let me read what Gil got there. Yeah, because I read Derek Bailey. I read it again. Yeah, broke the dude's jaw and laid him out. Gil Cole said after Mike beats Wilder, go after belts. He cried. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. It's good for us to go for underdogs, but sometimes, I mean, the underdog thing. You know why I think y'all love to go for underdogs? The reason y'all love to go for underdogs is because y'all love to eat crow afterwards. Y'all love it, and it's like I don't know. I don't want everything to end up like a Rocky tale or something like that, a Rocky story. I don't care that everything ends up to be that way. That's just me. I don't care if it ends up that way. For me, the best man should win. He shouldn't get tripped up and get hurt by some kind of fluke or something like that. But anyway, I salute out to Surf Flame. Let me get down to see what Surf Flame got there. I think they may make the Holyfield fight next. Yeah, Holyfield will beat him. Will beat Tyson again. Holyfield is a different animal with Tyson. Yeah, Surf Flame says salute at Eagles Web, salute at chat. And as always, jab that like button. Oh, y'all, neck. He said don't get neck. And Eagles Web boxing got the fire up good. Got those weapons. Y'all like my sound, huh? Up good. He got that 100 with the glove, baby. What more can you ask for from Sir to the damn flame up in here, man? What? Huh? Don't come in here acting like you don't know who Sir to the Flame is or my web watchers, man. That's right. Come in. Hit the thumbs up when you come up in here, man. Man, y'all monitor them thumbs up. Make sure these people just keep floating in and out. Is hitting some thumb action. Or are they just coming in scared? Go and put your statement down there and see what happens to it. Now, they all safe. Don't worry about seeing nothing but blue when you come in. They're all safe. I got them on safety right now. They got their safeties on. So don't worry about it. Just come on down with it. Yep. Sir Flame said Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson got this. It depends on what kind of body shots Mike Tyson can take. Mike Tyson always been hard in the body, but it's hard to get your body back I mean, you don't really get your ribs and nothing like that back. Your solar plexus doesn't get really stronger or something like that. You got to do a whole lot. You can't do that even in a camp, even 12 weeks. You can't really get that. The middle part of your stomach, like right underneath where your ribs go up like this, right in there, you can't really get that like solid. You can get it solid, but I mean, you're going to have to be like holding it the whole time because you mess around and catch one on because Tyson likes to make that kind of noise too, though. And see, when you catch a person, look at the eagle telling secrets. And you catch a person, a lot of times, like what happens when a fighter makes noise, when he does that, when he's making a hood sound, and we got different ways of doing it. I've been in the gym with all different types of sounds. That'll get your teeth knocked out. That one, because you're making like an F. Or if you ha, see that tightens you up at the same time. It lets your air out. And so you doing the ha, and you get the ha, and you get caught with the ha after you're making the ha sound, and you get caught as your air is leaving, and then you're gonna end up doing the Rosario. You're gonna end up doing the Rosario. So I don't know. So I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep it a buck because I don't know. For me, I have to give. I don't know. It's kind of a draw. But I can favor Tyson because of the natural heavyweight, powerful. I can give him the nod that way. But inactivity, that's what I'm looking at. Inactivity. And you got shit to do with ring rust. Your shit is not just rusted. Your shit is welded. It's not rusted no more. Your shit is welded shut or open, however you want to look at it. See, that's the way I'm just saying. So Roy, because Roy just fought a couple of years ago. And sparring is a lot different than being in there fighting. And Roy going to have his ass like running because Tyson going to try to take his head off. Roy got to play the matador in order to win this one. He has to play the matador. He really does have to play the matador. And I think the key is going to be a lot of body shots and just trying to outpoint Mike Tyson. I don't really see Roy on the knockout end. I might see Mike on the knockout end because Roy's chin is kind of questionable. I don't know. He might have got some of Eagles' way of chin strengthener. I don't know. It's not patented yet. The chin strengthener. You know, y'all so stupid up in the Eagles web. I can't mess with y'all half the time, man. Y'all so damn dumb. We come up with more stuff in here, man. Because a lot of times it's not. This is grown folks boxing chat, but that's part of grown folks too, man. That's playing around. We play sometime. Yeah, we come up with stuff like chin strengthener and stuff like that. You know, because we kind of try to find out ways when fighters disappoint us, like Khan, because Khan got that severe case of brittle chin. And when they disappoint us like that, then we have to just say, well, what would have made the fight better? And sometimes we got to go off top and talk about chin strengthener or something. I don't know. It's a mess, man. My chat's a mess sometimes. So if you just came into the chat, man, welcome to Eagles Web Boxing. And don't think that we always talk like that, because this is grown folks chat. And that's what we usually do, is this grown folks chat. Yeah. Derek Bailey stole that Surf Flame. And then Surf Flame right back at Derek Bailey with the 100 and the fire right. Surf Flame, what was the question? Okay, I told him. Then he came back with the Mike Tyson. Derek Bailey is on the tier, the tier fest. Tears in a native way in all four directions. Yeah, he knows that. All four directions, yeah. I like when y'all put up the 4 anything. When y'all put up 4 or something. Because when I read it, I read it different than y'all read it. I'm like, okay, so they crying, they making sure everybody. See, when you put up 4 of something, you're making sure everybody knows. And y'all should know why, because we talked about it before. Sir Flame, I don't think Mike at 53 can take Wilder's right. But I don't think Wilder can take Tyson's body shots. Yeah, Tyson gonna be eating that. He's gonna be eating that body up though. I don't know. Wilder can probably take some. I don't know if Wilder would get hit to the body as much. I think the jab will be the key on that, because he has to fight. Yeah, he has to be like on retreat mode. He got to fight back foot. So if his back foot ain't no good, Tyson will blow through him. Yeah, but Tyson has problems with people that are actually like good, like have a hard jab, If you have a hard jab, that messes Tyson up. If you just have a jab, then you ain't gonna mess Tyson up. But you got to have like a hard jab. So I'm knowing that if it's the same way, Roy doesn't really have that hard of a jab as a heavyweight. I don't believe. But we got to see this, man. So that's it. Surf Flame crying. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I said too, Derek Bailey. He said, and all the weed might be smoking. I don't know. That weed kind of slowed them lungs down. Yeah. Now, Derek Bailey said J-Rock is being trained by Sugar Hill. Now, okay. Let J-Rock get his ass in there. J-Rock gonna get his ass knocked. He gonna get his ass pieced up again. Hopefully he don't come in there with some bullshit. With the gloves and stuff. Oh yeah, I actually ran into the guy that I needed to run into about my safety gloves and shit. I run into him quite a bit now. Since this COVID, I've been running into him and stuff. And I'm gonna talk to him about it and see what he thinks. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him. I'll call him this week. I'm pretty busy for today up until Sunday. I don't know if I want to bother him on this. He ain't doing shit. I might bother him anyway, because that's just how I am, ego like that. So I might still bother him. But yeah, I'm gonna bother him about it. Yeah, we're gonna get, yeah, shit. Why not? That means I have 2 projects going at once. Yeah, 2 projects going at once. Stuff like that. That'll actually be cool. But we're not really the trainers. I don't. If you've been in wars and stuff, it don't really matter. Your trainer is not gonna matter as much anymore. If you've been into too many wars, your trainer it don't matter. Your trainer maybe can help you survive or something like that. But the thing is, once you get into that, because the whole thing about boxing is at one point you're gonna get into a fight. At one point you're gonna get into a fight. Even when Muhammad Ali boxed, he got into fights. A lot of times when he got the championship, he was boxing beautifully, but then he ended up getting into a fight and that's in my opinion, that was the dirtiest fight, and that was the most maturing that a fighter can do. Possibly, I could see in a professional fight is your first championship fight. The stuff that he had to endure during that fight, between the rabbit punches and all that. I think that one thing that did mess up Muhammad Ali, not get hit in the face, but Muhammad Ali took a major amount of rabbit punches, a major amount. If you go back and look at some of his fights, he took too many rabbit shots. He was taking rabbit shots. As soon as he got with listen, he was taking rabbit shots. But that youth didn't let him feel them. But I guarantee you, time he got into his 30s, he was starting to feel that shit. All them rabbit shots, all them rabbit punches and stuff. That's a shame, though. Nobody ever talks about that. I never heard anybody talk about it. Yeah, Sir Frank said Mike been blowing good. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Mike been on. Yeah, Mike been on that. I see it, man. I don't watch those shows because I think this kind of a. Here goes my opine about it. Is a lot of those shows are for me like setup. I don't trust the people that pretend like they're in charge of those shows. The producers. I don't trust that. I don't really think that they really are. I don't think the real people the people that's behind that. I don't think they're good people. And you might think whatever you want to. That's your point. You can, because anytime you had the organizations and stuff have always been that, or they've always had people in to infiltrate when you infiltrate, tongue tied, can't say it. When you have positive organizations doing positive things for people. But yeah, what I see, I was watching that one show. I don't know, it was Breakfast Club or something like that. But Mike's even sitting there just like, I mean, he blazed out. I'm like, God dang, dude. I just don't see you like really fighting. I can see you like doing a little bit, whatever, but just being that blazed out, man, that can't be good. That cannot be good for your, for your breathing. That can't be good for your brain to just be nothing but blazed out. A lot of people say, oh, it's natural. And you think you're supposed to blaze out on natural things. But then they have an old saying that always says that too much of anything is not good. The water can kill you. Did you know that? People don't know that. You can't sit there and just drink 2 gallons of water straight. That's a shock to the body. The body can't work that water, especially water, because the thing about water itself is water. Now, you probably would be safer if you drank 2 gallons of Kool-Aid or something like that, because it works differently in your body. Because water doesn't have to be processed. It goes straight to where it's supposed to. We talking about kidneys, bladder, blood, and all that. Just almost goes straight. But something like Kool-Aid has to be broke down. Your body has to, figure it out. Your brain and your stomach has to say, wait, is this sweet? Okay, I got to break you down this way. Okay, you got colors, you got this, that. Flavoring, I don't know what this flavoring is. I got to throw you over this way, that, boom, boom, boom. See, that's the difference. But I'm just not an advocate of people, just blowing that smoke like that. I know Snoop, he's been blowing his weed for a while. He loves his weed. So, but I can't see him doing something like really athletic. I like really being able to compete athletically or something like that with that much smoking. Now I can see him maybe in a food eating contest or something like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell on myself because I see what y'all sir put up there, and he crying about it. Yeah, I'm now Eagle got to tell on himself, and I shouldn't be telling on myself. Mike been blowing good. Okay, so he said water poisoning is real, but he said how you gonna drink that much water? Okay, so me and my little girl, yeah, Eagle got a little girl. We always up to something. Like I always like challenge her with just everything, because she just like always saying something. Oh, I can do this, I can do that. She always one of those that always can do some shit. So me being the great parent that I am, is that I allow her to say what she got to say. And believe me, I've lost every bet that I've made with her. And I made her a water bet one time. I'm not gonna tell you I was gonna tell you the other bets that I made with her, and it was a $50 bet. and she was in like a lose-win situation, and I was in a lose-lose situation because I had to give her $50. So I do my $50 challenge with her, and I told you $50 if you drink this gallon of water. If you could drink a gallon of water, I think I gave her an hour or something like that, and an hour or two, something like that. And that little girl drank all that water. I'm not saying her. The after effect didn't hurt her, but I figured, well, 1 gallon ain't gonna take you out. Plus, she a kid, so I was like, so. But it's just me, just betting her. We just bet on everything. I used to always bet. Every time I bet her, I lose. Because she'd muster up that strength to do it no matter what. Because the other challenge was even worse than that. And she'd muster up that strength, and she won. She beat me. She was going to that bathroom, though. She's running to that bathroom constantly. And recently, I made that mistake, too, because I was traveling. I was on the airplane. At least I was in the front of the plane, so I was close to the bathroom. And me not wanting to give my water up at the airport, not wanting to waste. How much is water? A gallon of water, $2. Me not wanting to waste my water. I drank that whole damn gallon of water. I had like, how long I had before I had to get on the plane, or before I had to start heading to the plane. I think I might have had like a half hour left before. So that half hour, I got rid of that whole gallon of water. I was all happy, like, yeah, they ain't make me waste my water. But then same thing. I'm sitting up there in the front of the plane, and God, I had to run. Man, I know the dude that was next to me, because he was on the inside, I was on the outside. I had to keep like excusing myself and going to the bathroom. Man, I was like, man, I said I'll never do that again. And I found out that somebody else had did the same thing. So I didn't feel like. So it's not a strange thing. It's just like, don't ever do it. If you're ever on a plane, yeah, don't ever do something like that. So let's look at the ways. Okay, so the keys. Here go the keys. So the keys for this to this fight here is pressure. When it comes to Tyson, effective, like when this, because they're older, so this has to be a fight where your effective aggressiveness is there. It has to be on point, because if not, you're probably not going to win by points, and you're probably not going to win if you don't, because you're going to have to be able to hit Roy Jones, and you're going to have to just get in there. You're going to have to keep getting in there, keep getting in there. You're going to have to. If not, you're probably going to get outpointed, just pieced up. You're going to have to effectively, I don't know how you're going to do this against Roy. It depends on how fast his feet are, because sometimes if you've been sitting out of a sport, or you've been sitting out of something for so long, you come back, when you train, you come back so accurate. A lot of people understand it, because remember, I don't know if y'all was around. I don't know how old you guys are. I know one person is at least 40, and that's Gil. But Magic Johnson came back to play basketball, and he played in the Olympics. Came back, played in the league for just a little bit after he was diagnosed with having that immune deficiency disease, the AIDS. I don't even know how they say it. I just know that there's AIDS. That's all I know. I don't know the whole abbreviation shit. I try to forget all that stuff, because once we start breaking it down with just the words like that, the anonyms and shit, we just keep it like that. But anyway, he had that. So he made the comeback, and he came back, he was like shooting threes like it wasn't nothing. I'm like, damn, he's still accurate, had great passes and all that shit. You know what I mean? So we never know. When you sit out, a lot of times you get better because mentally you just get better. So we may be in for like a treat. Maybe Mike can chase him down or whatever. Maybe Roy's going. I could see some stumbling and bumbling around here. There's going to be knockdowns. There's going to be people on the ground. I can see Roy falling all over the place or something. I can see Mike, tripping up, getting caught up in the ropes or something like that. Or I can see like a lot of, mistakes happening, and that's what's going to make it fun, because it's going to have a lot of mistakes. And that's what I see. Roy, on the other hand, has to matador his ass, like keep him from like charging through or something. Keep him from cutting off the ring. Try to keep it in like the middle section of the ring, where you always got room. Roy has to make it to where he always has room to do something. He always has room to step out the way. So when we did that little breakdown, how I showed you guys how to break down the ring, So what Roy has to do, another Eagles philosophy, is you have four corners in the ring, right? Four corners. Right? Here's a corner, right? Right here, that's a corner. You got a corner down here, right? So this is a corner here. So this corner here. So here, there, and then over here we got a corner, right? You guys get what I mean. And then up here we have a corner. So he has to get rid of all those corners. So like, hey, I'm not allowed to get in any of those boxes. In other words, none of those corners. I'm not allowed to get in there. You know what I mean? They can be in back of me, and I can use those for an escape route. So in other words, so the ring, even if it's a big ring, you have to make the ring smaller, but at the same time, still have the distance in the ring. So in other words, you're making it smaller for your body, but your escape route. So now he has escape routes. So you got to keep your escape routes. Don't use the whole ring. Don't, because if you run and get trapped in the corner, now you're in that corner. You're going to take some body damage or something like that. Maybe some uppercuts, maybe even an overhand or something like that. You're going to get blasted. So you got to make the ring smaller, but keep it big. I don't know if that made sense to anybody, but I can't show you. I can just talk to you about it. It's like putting a ring inside of a ring. The outside part of the ring, that's for your escape. The inside ring of the ring, that's for you to box around in. Yep. There we go. Slew that y'all, sir, 100. Sir Flame said, yep. Yep. And then y'all, sir, said, we did that once with a liter of vodka when I used to drink back in the days. Truth be told, I can't remember that flight neither. Could none of the lads. Yeah, you can't remember when you drink like that. They have this thing that they do. Now, this is terrible. And since y'all brought it up, this is grown folks chat. So if you don't like it, then get your ass out. But this is grown folks chat. So I've been watching this, and I don't watch it, but I've seen it a couple times, and I don't like this. So what they're doing now is they're buying, like the drunks, the alcoholics. The drunks or alcoholics? How do they call them when they're on the street? I don't know. So drunks are alcoholics. So what they're doing with them now is they're buying them, like say for instance, the strongest alcohol, and they'll get them a couple of bottles. They'll buy them one, and they'll down that like right there in the store. They'll just down it. They're like, oh, down this bottle. They'll down the whole bottle like nothing, and then they'll buy them another bottle. I'm like that. I ain't like that. And then you had this one guy that he does challenges to where he drinks a whole big bottle, 30. I think it's 32 ounces. It might be shit. I don't know. Maybe it's less ounces. I don't know. I don't drink like that. And the thing about it is I work with alcohol. Matter of fact, let me see. Because I work with alcohol. That's what I do. Y'all know I do alcohol sales. Let me see. Okay, so 750 milliliters. I don't know how to convert for shit. I don't know. Y'all can convert for me. So I don't know how to convert. So maybe 25 ounces. So anyway, so they're taking 750. They call it a fifth here. So 750. Why do I have a bottle so close to my desk? Yeah. Well, I just got, because that's what I do, and I got bottles all over the place. Full bottles, halfway full. They're all over the place. That's just the way it is. They're in every room except for the bathroom. That you may find a bottle or something like that, because I have them displayed everywhere. So they have them drinking that 750 milliliters, the fifth. They have them drinking that. People are just doing that as a challenge. They just get like Hennessy. Why would you're wasting the alcohol that way? You're not tasting nothing, and that can't kill your ass too. Now that can kill your ass, and they just tip it up and they just drink it. And some of them, I've seen that guy did not take the bottle out of his mouth. When the store let you see him buying it, opened it, cracked it right there, no camera check, turned it up, drank the whole damn thing like it's nothing. But they have a guy that just does that. If all you do is challenge them and you ask them what you want them, you just send a request what you want them to drink. I guess he stopped for a while. I don't know if he was doing 1 liter or 2 liter bottles or something. I'm like, but God dang, when you're killing yourself just to be on the internet, I don't get it, man. Yeah. But yeah, and I agree with Sir Flame out there too, because he's talking to y'all, sir. Yeah, it probably was he probably did have a fun day that next day. I bet that head was pounding, wasn't it? That head had to be pounding. Y'all, Sir Flame. He said, yes, sir. He said, it was like an elephant dancing on my head. Yep, it had to be. Yeah, it had to be. Hey, where's my fourth crybaby up there? Yeah, sir, I just told y'all, man. Indian Surf Flame. Y'all start off with 4, and now y'all dropped all the way down to 3. Come on now. Surf Flame said you can't get trapped in the corner. Mike would let his hands go. There you go. Surf Flame got that right. You got that right. Nah, yes, sir, it's not here. Over here is not. Over here is 33. Yeah, yeah, that's what milliliters. Yeah, but we don't do it that way over here. We do milliliters over here, and so we do it. You guys take off one of the zeros. We don't. I don't know why. We just do it different. So we do 750. So for you, that would be like, uh, what is it, 75? So that would be like a 7. That would be like 75. In other words, I have this bottle. This is 500. So 500 milliliters, and it says 16.9 fluid ounces, and then it breaks it down 1.05 pints, and then it goes 500. So one and a half of these. So one and a half of these is how much they're just turning up. They're just turning that up like it ain't nothing. And some of them are doing liters. I don't know how they're doing that shit without dying or passing the hell out. Yeah, Yasser Hussein says alcohol poisoning comes to mind. Yeah, alcohol poisoning comes to mind. Yeah. But Mike, I'm hoping that you have good fortune. Roy, I'm hoping that y'all both have like good fortune in this fight, man. It's gonna be for me. It seems like it's gonna be pretty entertaining. It's gonna damn sure be a spectacle. And for one thing, for sure, is you guys are champs for sure. You guys are legendary fighters, and you guys are damn sure Hall of Famers. If you're taking over this new era of boxing, and the reason you're taking over this new era of boxing because these boxers have made an error. There's an error made on their behalf for not getting shit done. 154s getting it done. All the other divisions, nothing but letdowns. Because nobody wants to fight, and then most people, they ain't even worth fighting. And if I was Earl, I just got in an accident. I'm just saying me. I got in this accident stuff. I get through Danny. I don't really care about the belts as much. I'm a prize fighter. I'm going for them big bags too. I want Conor McGregor too then. I don't care. Like a lot of people will get mad at me, maybe give me thumbs down or whatever, but go after your bag. I don't even care no more. Everybody else wants to do it because if they're not gonna pay y'all what they need to pay you, and you guys let the spectacle die down, you guys let all the idea of all the great fights, y'all just killed it. We've been wanting good fights. Some people want the best fights. I want good fights. Oh, no matter what, I want it to be a good fight. But you guys refuse to do that, so now everybody got to chase money now. Tank got a lot to fight a lot. I don't know if they're trying to say that Tank is the face of boxing. Right now he's pretty close. Right now I still like Mel, but because Tank's a smaller guy, so I think he's good, but he still has to do something. The difference between Tank and Mel is I know Mel is going to destroy whoever he fights next. I don't know so much with Tank. I don't know if he's really going to destroy him. He'll probably might beat him, but I don't know if it's going to be as exciting. Same thing with Terrence Crawford. I don't know if it's going to be that exciting if you fight somebody. You fought somebody who didn't even want to fight. And it was boring up until the point that when you finally put them paws on them. When you finally put the paws on them, then we got to fight. But before that, it was just, you hit my glove here. I don't care. Y'all get mad at Eagle. It was a great fight. Y'all ain't watching it anymore. How many times y'all replayed the fight? Anybody replay that fight over 4 times? If you made it to 4, you're a trooper. How many times y'all replayed that fight? Not that damn many times, right? Maybe the round, the punch, because you heard me talk about that punch. Even Suspect Personality Sean talked about it. Like, nah. Even he thinks it was on some BS. I'm just saying. But when you do stuff like that, we don't know what your next fight is gonna be like. We kind of believe that Tank's next fight is gonna be like that. Like, oh, Tank is gonna blow through everybody. But if he doesn't, then what? Oh shit, he ain't blowing through everybody. Who? We thought that about Wilder, right? Oh, he gonna blow through everybody. Then he blew through Fury. It should have never fought Fury again. I would have been on I would have been on some protest shit when Wilder beat Fury the first time. I'd have been on some protest shit against the ref. I don't care. I would have been on some protest shit. The ref let him back into the fight. He was out. I'll just say it just like that. I said, you ain't got another chance. I knocked your ass out, and it was a draw. So it was a draw knockout. It was a draw, but you got knocked out. I'm going on to bigger and better things. Forget the rematch, and we wouldn't be where we at now. But I'm just saying that's hindsight. But that's just me. That's just the way just the way I do, man. Because I'm about that justice, and that goes for any fights that was unjust. Just like that last one. I keep telling you that for me that was. I would have held Kale's purse, man. F that, Kale. We didn't see you battle, longer than that. Because your fans wasn't there, don't mean you just stop battling. Get your ass out of here. Yeah, y'all, sir. Nobody's saying nothing. I got one person that said they got Mike, but yeah, y'all, sir, asking y'all too. He said who has everyone got for Tyson versus Jones? He put the VA. What's that? Virginia Jones. Since we got KOs and judges now. Okay, now see, there we go. We always had KOs. That was just some bullshit to make people think that we didn't have KOs. Derek Bailey said, I got Tyson at y'all, sir. And same at Derek. Derek Bailey said, not even once. Yeah, y'all, sir, Hussein said, I don't replay a fight no more than twice. And those are the good ones. Yep. But hey, but Derek said he ain't replay that shit one time. It's like it was worthless to replay. I didn't replay the whole fight. Well, I just wanted to see the punch. I replayed the punch so I could show y'all. Because we looked at the punch and we heard the whole action. It's like, man, get out of here with that shit, Kale. You played us. And see, it just goes back to help my whole argument about when we're sitting here getting played, then guess what happens? When we're getting played, then they sneak up with a exhibition fight. Now, this is no shade to Mike Tyson or Roy Jones, but think about this. We have talked about exhibition, and I even have a screen for that. I don't know if y'all sir was around when I first came up with that, but we have a screen for what we call exhibition fighters. That we call them exhibition fighters because they can't knock nobody out. You know what I mean? They lasted, but they get into and start fighting the B plus fighters. They're there, but we know that they're just exhibition fighters that they're gonna lose. But now we have an exhibition fight. Let's check it out. Let me see if I don't know if I got sound on this one, but let's see. Because I may not even talk. But see, this is the page, just so I can show you. Yeah, so that was some of the fighters that we have on our exhibition page. And the reason they got there is because we know that they're not really the goods. And that's how they ended up on that page. So that's what I'm saying, no shade to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. We're not saying that they're exhibition fighters, but man, it's kind of stupid. Sounds crazy, right? You're not exhibition fighters, but you're fighting exhibition. But then again, you got fighters that fight real fights, and they're exhibition fighters. So it sounds like a contradiction, don't it? That you're not an exhibition fighter, but you fight an exhibition. But y'all get my meaning stuff. Y'all grown, so you get what I'm saying, is that they're not exhibition fighters, but they're fighting in the exhibition. Y'all get that? That's different than just being an exhibition fighter, where we know that you're gonna lose eventually because you're just an exhibition fighter. And I'm just hoping that the ones that everybody feels that are such great fighters, I'm hoping for you, not for them as much, that the ones that you back up so much, because you know I'm not gonna give my 100% to nobody, that the ones that you backing up, hopefully that they're not exhibition fighters. Hopefully that they really are the goods. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is and I can end up eating some crow, but for welterweight right now, I'm gonna tell you that for me in welterweight, the only A fighter in welterweight for me is Earl Spence. That's the only A fighter. Now, I'm sorry. And y'all can get mad and argue and fight with me if you want to, but for me, that is the only A fighter at welterweight. And I'm not going to give you my argument right now. I'm not going to give it to you. Because we still got to see what he does. I mean, so I'm not eating crow over that, but I'm just saying that we got to see what he does. But I'm just telling you that that's the only A fighter at welterweight right now. That's the only A fighter. So just be aware that you heard that from me first. That's the only. Because I look, like I said, when I analyze, I look at stuff, I don't look at it like everybody else looking at it. And no, I don't have anybody like that right now, but I'm saying as far as like training wise and stuff. But when I look like this. I'm like, okay, all right, I see that, yeah. And that magnifying glass, sometimes you got to pull that out, man, so you can see what you need to see, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, yeah. What Derek say? Derek said, yeah. Oh, okay, that's why y'all sir get put the asterisks up. Because Derek Bay said, not even one time I looked at this shit. Nope. Derek Bay said, who do you have, Joyce versus Dubois? Actually, I'm thinking maybe Dubois, but I'm actually going for Joyce. I don't know. Joyce more likable. I just don't like no big, husky. It, I don't know. I don't like that. Let me see. Who does he remind me of that I didn't like? I'm trying to think. He almost reminds me. It's not that I don't necessarily like this guy, but he's not as big as this guy is. But he kind of reminds me of a Tate or something like that, like a Big John Tate or something like that. Even though he's probably not as fast or nothing like that, or probably hits harder. But I don't know. He's not as likable to me for some reason. I don't know. He's just not. He's not that likable. Certain people are just likable. They got, like a personality. They make you laugh and smile, man. Like you'll just be laughing and smile. Like, man, why am I laughing so hard? I got a nephew like that, man. He be making me. I can't talk to him sometimes, man. I'll tell him I'm gonna hang up. I said, dude, you say you stupid, you're making me laugh, man. And I do the same thing to him. He'd be like, Uncle, you say you a fool, man. And he just start dying laughing. Because if you talk to me, I'm probably close to how I am now, but you're probably gonna laugh. That's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, probably he's gonna win. He's probably gonna win. But I'm just saying. And then D Bader said, I'm not sure. He said Slow Joyce can eat some punches. So with the pressure he brings, I'm wondering if Dubois can deal with it at Yasser Hussein. We'll see. We're going to see what they can deal with. He said, oh, yes, that's the question everyone is asking and thinking at the moment at Derek Buddy. But I'm still picking my boy Dubois, the young pup. He said, laughing out loud. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people are going that way at Yasser. Yep. A lot of people going that way. Derek Bay said I had picked Slow Joyce. Man, y'all something else, man. Everybody have names for these fighters, man. Slow Joyce. After weeks, he said, I'm looking forward to a Saturday night. It's been dead since lockdown 2.0 here. Yep, the lockdown. Yeah, well, we're going to have some fun, man. Hopefully, I don't have it yet. I'm like last minute person. So I still don't have it, man, because I got to go. I got to work, man. I'm not sure it's going to be even worth me just looking at, or even though I have a show, man, I may have to pay just to look at the replay or something, to look at everything, like the replay or whatever. I'm like, yeah. The chances are I have it by the night. And it's like, because it's just one of those things, man. I got to get out there because tomorrow, this is Black Friday with the people shopping. So tomorrow, I got to see how much money they got too. For me, how much money do you have for the native? And if they say we got a lot, I'm gonna be like, yeah, got a lot, man. But anyway, these boxers, get your air back because I think the Eagles the web watchers are looking at your air. You guys might be wasting your air and stuff because very important questions here. The very important questions are if Mike Tyson wins, especially if he wins in brutal fashion, who next? Who's going to have their neck out there next? And he will be able to get a fight. And he will be making more money than you're making until you silence him. If he gets silenced, maybe different because Roy Jones probably ain't going to. If Roy Jones silences him, he's probably not going to carry on as far as Roy Jones. But if Mike Tyson does something big, then y'all got to watch out. Maybe even if you're lower, maybe you're rated 14th, you're going to have to see him. So we can see what he does. So we're going to see. So we got to see about it, man. And Eagles Web Boxing, you know how we see about it. Got to see. But hopefully you guys haven't killed that your whole area don't just get killed because you guys shot your own self in the foot and we sat there and watched it. And a lot of us might have pumped you up. And matter of fact, I know they did because this is what I'm telling you. This is what a lot of fans did. A lot of fans were on this bullshit about. Let me tell you what the fans were doing. A lot of fans was on this bullshit about the whole money thing, where they got caught up in all these bags and stuff. Why people weren't fighting? Why the fighters weren't fighting? Is because of bags and stuff. And like, you killed it yourself. You was being dumb your own self by bringing up that whole bag stuff. You should have left it alone. Should have left that whole bag thing and don't even bring the bag up. Leave it alone. But no, you had to bring it up. No, so he deserved more, man. He's doing this. Okay, see, y'all brought up the whole bag thing. Y'all killed, and the fighters was going back about the bags and all this stuff. And then you got an exhibition fight where Tyson getting 10 million. He ain't even worried about the bag. He ain't worried about who he's fighting. Roy Jones is who he's fighting. I'm getting the bag. And y'all fighting for crumbs, man. Stupid. Just dumb. And like I said, fans got caught up in that shit too. Doing whole shows on who should get the money. Why are you doing whole shows on who should get the money when the organization themselves already have the breakdown? They already have the bag breakdown and you worried about the money, but they have the bag breakdown already. The only time it's not a bag breakdown like that is because, well, champions, but they still have like a formula for them to work off of. They still have a formula for them to work off of. But the organization already have the bag, the shit. They got the minimum wage bag breakdown always like that. The money, they have the minimum wage already set up. It don't matter. If I'm offering $6 million, if one person's getting 65% of that and one person's getting 35% of that, they know how much they're getting. There's no negotiation after that shit. You're the 35% man. I'm the 65% man. You're the 45% man. I'm the 55% man. We know what you're getting. 10 million. It's going to be a $10 million fight. You getting 5.5. If it's 55-45, you getting 4.5 to spread around your camp and everything else and take care of your bills and whatever else. And then you get whatever you get to change this left over. Stop it. But they got us all caught up in there, knowing they already got the format. I've seen shows where they just did like weeks and weeks of shows of this money, arguing, and people think they got their body in somebody or they got somebody. You know, I got you on this one. What's your bag been before? They had even had stuff like, what's your bag been before? Well, we know how much your bag is supposed to be because that sanctioning body actually has the breakdown of what your bag should have been. See, but all that's what caused all this shit. All this, beefing these fighters up. Stupid. Just, oh man, it's just, that's why I'm glad we do grown folk, man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, D to the Bay said, yep. He said, Mike is getting 10 milli. And then y'all sir said, Vander is already in the gym. Next up, if Tyson win. That's right. Then y'all sir said, Roy getting that 3 million. That's all he's still getting. And then Derek Bailey said, exactly, Eagle. They said they missed that point. Yeah, they missed the point, man. Because they not doing grown folks. They just chatting. Ain't nothing grown about the chats, man. A lot of these chats, man, and some of these guys, I respect a lot of these guys. I respect what all of them do. It don't matter if how small or how big your channel is. I have a certain amount of respect for you anyway, because you're still out here, you're still putting out content, and you're still trying to get to the people, like I said. But a lot of times, man, you're missing it, or and a lot of times you're bringing out stuff like breaking news and stuff. Come on, man. If I see somebody put out breaking news, I might read the headline or I might not. I'm like, ain't no breaking news. Get out of here. Ain't no damn breaking news. So stop it. Everything breaking news and stuff. You might have called it because all you did was catch Instagram or Twitter. That's all you caught, because that's gonna come out before ESPN news or any other news. Because some of the news media, the old media, they be like a week behind sometimes. But I don't have all that shit. You know what I mean? So sometimes I might miss. Some of my people have it, and some don't. So we might miss it, or we're not going to talk about it. But guess what? A lot of times in Eagles Web, we already talked about the shit 2 weeks before, or a month before, or whatever. Just like right now, don't think that we're not in. Yeah. So don't think that we're not in the devil's deception right there. So we're still there. It haven't went nowhere. Guess what? Guess where you heard that at first? Yep. You heard that at Eagles Web first. Exactly where you heard it. Eagles Web Boxing. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying, I'm patting my chat on their back, my chat, because we've always been there, and we always know that hey, we're gonna be on this ride. And I always say the children, yeah, the children is always on that ride, man. They on one side, can't see us, but do you want to be seen on this troll train in the first place? I said we on the other side, man. And we're not looking like they are, because they just get taken anywhere, and we're tired of just getting taken anywhere. And so we ready to hit them brakes or run, escape out of this troll train. But guess what? It's still rolling, folks. And we still on it, man. That troll train is still rolling. Yeah. And I'm agreeing. I'm eavesdropping on y'all. Yeah, I can see what you're saying about the fighters. Yeah, the fighters ain't paying your bill. You paying everything for them, man. Yeah. But we're gonna miss out on a lot of fights, y'all, too. Though we're gonna miss out on stuff because of the way that these fighters, the way that they're acting, man. We miss. Matter of fact, I said we're gonna miss out. We're missing out because a lot of times people are just getting caught up in what somebody's is got on their Instagram or their Twitter. Oh yeah, Gary Russell want to do this. Oh yeah, Crawford want to do this. Oh, Errol Spence want. See, that's what happens. And that's why Roy Jones and Mike Tyson just slipped in there. And they doing more views than y'all. Y'all look stupid. Y'all that looks stupid to me. I'm sorry. Y'all just look. They caused this for everybody to look stupid. Damn, it just don't make no sense. Yep. We just ain't gonna get our fights. We need to get our fights, man. If Tyson just takes over the air again, I'm through. I'm just done, man. We'll talk about boxing, but I'm done. If he just all of a sudden just starts taking over, man, this is the unfortunate events and stuff like that. Wasn't in that movie? I don't know the whole title, but anyway, Lemony Snickets. This whole thing is Lemony Snickets right here. A series of unfortunate events. I think that was the whole name of that movie. A series. Just think about that. It makes sense right now, don't it? A whole series. We're going through a series of unfortunate events. Don't make no sense, man. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. Let y'all enjoy your weekend, man. I'm a little bit behind. I got to take care of some things. Yeah. Y'all see who says that Eagle move over to UFC. No, I'm gonna stick with y'all, man. I'm gonna stay in boxing, but god dang, man, I don't feel like doing that whole, cause then I gotta change my whole language all over again. Rear naked choke and all that stuff. I gotta try to get back into that, and remember all that stuff. And yeah, I want boxing to just get back to where it needs to be at, man. Because they just destroyed, they killed it. Y'all killed the boxing, man. Come on, man. Y'all boxing killers. Can't get the fights we want. Thirsty, got us thirsting, and now we finally getting a couple of fights. We getting entertained, but we already know what the fights is gonna be like. All these and matter of fact, I didn't want to leave this one out. Think about it, and I did leave this out with the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. It's overhand right uppercut action also because they've been out of fights too. When we get back to the boxing to skillful boxing, and this is my opine too, is I do think that Earl is going to show us skillful boxing again. I think he's going to show us with this Danny fight. I think he's going to show us skillful boxing. So finally we'll have a fight this. When I say skilled, I mean skilled, but not. We've seen some skill with Charlo, but we've seen an awful lot of holding on in that fight. So that was a difference. Tank, we seen resourcefulness, but also we seen he was getting pieced up. So with Earl, I think we finally gonna get that masterpiece that we need to see, man. But anyway, man, this is the weekend for y'all, the weekend for me. Nothing but blessings to everybody, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see, and of course, my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. This is Friday, man. Y'all know what it is. Nothing but blessings. Yep. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.